joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got... On-campus environment, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Heads out of bounds at the 33 after a decent return. So Indiana's offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Hoosiers with 1st and 10 here.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Foster. Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. First down here for this offense. And they'll use the ground game here. And a quick spin move there before he's dropped. Decent pickup on the play. The Hoosiers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Tailback takes the handoff again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Pass complete. It's second down now. Action fake, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. And the Hoosiers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal after that loss. Dropping back, it's Foster. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end this athletic? I mean, this guy lays out and comes down with a huge catch, showing you how athletic he is and what soft hands he has.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to throw again. And this pass is caught. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Back behind the quarterback line in a pistol.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the scoop.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And sack sets up an important third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Longhorns will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff to the back. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. The Hoosiers come to the line to run the hurry up. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Now to try here for the extra point. At the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. They do a pick 6 in the last possession. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes the jet sweep, trying to run it to the edge.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the returner is brought down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Tried to add points, build the lead right here. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking, and the ball to the ground. He quickly lands on it, prevents the turnover. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside and give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. 2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field. It's Foster. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He's looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
On first and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on second down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple plays.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The attempt is no good. He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Indiana. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. And they get the completion. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going to take another shot right here. And he throws his third interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. It's a run. Running back's got it. Powers through. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the Hoosiers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And try a downfield shot. It's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's when they start the drive. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. The Hoosiers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Hands off to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Hoosiers line up on 1st and 10 now.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Hoosiers are looking to keep this drive going. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
How about this?
On the
Ball
play.
to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Back to throw. It's Foster. And he finds his target. He has the first. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew.
Touchdown, Hoosiers. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Play action here on first down. Catch made on the left side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. You're kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Can he get there on the ground? Will he score here? Touchdown, Longhorn. No answer for this offense.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And the freshman brings him down quickly. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Running back has it on a screen now. Fighting off the defender. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's that defense shifting again. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back in motion now to throw. It's Foster. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Rifles this football to the left. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty mark. So let's check out that. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st down, it's play action. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And the Hoosiers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Hill. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. It's 3rd down for the offense. And the back gets the football. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now. The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Indiana. Strong game by this quarterback. Cook, they had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answer so far.
The playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Looking to pass. It's Foster. Throwing for his running back. Caught for the completion. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. A big tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
Back to pass. It's Foster. He pulls in the catch. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Looking to throw yet again, trying to extend the play. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. They call the counter run here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Offense looking to throw the ball. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make the play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next.